my God. That is hot. I don't want the internet to bully me anymore. I just want a wide receiver. And he's going to run it deep out of the end zone here. And he breaks free. They beat the Dallas Cowboys. You were twerking in that lighthouse. Dirty one.
Jimmy just stepped out. He stepped up the back of the end zone. And he threw a pick. Oh my God.
He still messed it up.
Oh, we still here.
It's caught! It's a touchdown! Cart!
Please not Jefferson Valley.
No! Yes! And there's cars everywhere! It is so bright. We raised $500,000. We have hit 400K! Half a freaking million people. Touchdown, Jordan Love and Christian Watson!
It's frackin' time.
Grossi, Bossy, Packer! Nation, welcome to an episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't, I do Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom, of course. Now there's rumors that the Packers are hiring a defensive coordinator right as I'm about to go live, of course, for an hour, and it's not even public. Grossi, how the heck are we doing? Yeah, so apparently breaking news, Jeff Hafley is gonna be the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. He was the DC at Boston College, and yeah, I don't even know anything about this person. Yeah. Oh, he's a DC or a head coach? Oh, he's a head coach? Okay. Yeah, no, I have no idea who this person is. And obviously, as someone who doesn't watch college football, that's also gonna be the reason why. I am very surprised at that point. Like, because I wanted, like, it was Jim Leonard, right, who was like around there, and I was like, I want someone with like experience. And he was a defensive backs coach for a bit, but yeah, no, I'm gonna have to look into him. I mean, this is like upstart, like you're getting somebody who can hopefully do the job and, you know, can grow with the Packers, and they are a very draft and develop team. And now, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because it's gonna take a bit. Scott, Barry Bloom threw Chris Jericho's dad on the cruise after getting the Ted Irvine Unsung Hero Award. Now I'm gonna help the next one. Let's go, Scott. Let's go. Let's go. That's amazing. That's freaking awesome too. There you go. Dark Knight Rises or the Batman? If the Batman got trimmed down by like 40 minutes, I think it could be that. I think so. Yeah, it still seems that... Oh, SB Nation ran an article saying he's coaching for his head coach job at BC in the 24 season. Oh. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into him. I truly just don't know. Yeah, he wants to go coach again in a league that's all about football. College coaching has become fundraising, NIL, and recruiting your own team and transfer. There's no time to coach football anymore. Apparently that is a quote from him. Yeah, bro, like I got nobody. I have no idea who that is. So, yeah, I guess we're going to Boston. I guess we're going to Boston. All right, so hold on. I gotta retweet this real quick. Hold on, because I gotta be like, but honestly, I gotta look into him because I have no idea who this is. I have no idea. Duck, how's it going, Tom? What are you looking forward to about a trip in Vegas? Duck Mafia says, hey, quack, quack, baby. Quack, quack. So, bro, Krista, congratulations on the puppy. That's amazing. There has been so much going on in the past 24 hours. I don't even know, like, what I'm doing anymore. My flight has already been changed. I'm now flying out a day earlier. Yeah. So this is what has happened in the past 24 hours. This is now my new tentative schedule for next week. So tomorrow there's a thing. I don't know if I can talk about it yet, but there's a thing tomorrow. I'll let you know. But anyway, so then there's like this weekend, which I need to pack, I need to prep, and I need to also like do a whole bunch of videos because, you know, I'm going to be away. So then I'm flying out at 5:30 in the morning on Tuesday. I'm landing in Vegas around like 10:36 in the morning. I'm meeting up with Pastor. You know, that's going to be fun. Then I'm going to get like kind of a mini tour of Radio Row. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to be on Radio Row. I don't know the details of it yet, but I'm going to be at a time with the CEO of St. Jude, which is pretty nuts. Then I just got invited to some fancy dinner, which was crazy. And I said, okay. And then Thursday, because I can't go to the St. Jude dinner, unfortunately, because it's the same night, I'm then going to the NFL Honors, which I found out if I win, which we do not know yet. If I win, the consensus is that I will be presenting an award with somebody because due to some sleuthing, we found out that that is what happens in previous years. So that's going to be a thing. And then Friday, I'm meeting with the NFL because they want, it's actually the people who I got in contact with for 30 and 30 and I never met them before. So I'm going to meet them out there. Also thought maybe, because I got my hair cut today. I know it doesn't really look like it because I didn't have him do much. But we were talking, he goes, well, wait a minute. If you're going to be in Vegas, because Friday's kind of like a freer day, even though that's booking up quickly. He goes, well, why don't you just drive to the Grand Canyon? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's like 2 hours away. And I did not know that. So I already talked to Johnny Barks and I was like, dude, like I've never been in the Grand Canyon before. Like if we have a day off, I will 100% go to the Grand Canyon because I've never seen it before. Right. So like, that's pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Right. So that's just Friday. So we'll see. I've never seen the Grand. Where have I gone? I've never gone. So it's a giant crack. So, yeah. So book a copter trip. So my barber said the same exact thing. He's like, the best money I've ever spent. So we'll see. I'm trying to do a number of things. And then Saturday, there's an enormous like Sports Illustrated party that goes until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And there's a red carpet, which I just found out that we're going to as the Fan of the Year stuff. And I'm just trying to find a frackin' suit because I haven't been able to leave my house in a month. And so when I went to a suit place today, they're like, oh, we can't get that to you by Monday. So now I'm like, cool. So I'm trying to find a suit. But yeah, then there's that Saturday party. Then there's the Super Bowl. Then I'm getting on a red eye. And then I'm going to be landing at JFK in the morning on Monday to be back at work and do reactions and all that. So yeah. And that's what I thought, Luke. I was like, the Sports Illustrated thing, I'm like, didn't they just do a whole bunch of layoffs? That sounds weird. So, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I wanted to get like a forest green, like dark green, as I've talked about, and I just have not had time. I mean, I worked 20 and a half hours on Saturday. Like, when would I have had time to do this? So I'm going to try and... I found a suit on Amazon that I could try on for free. I'm going to see if that works. I think I'm getting it today or tomorrow. But other than that, I'm going to have to then just like go somewhere else because I'd like it to be like dark green and like Packers colors with a little like Packers accent and stuff. But, you know, I can only do so much at this point. You know, TKG, got to finish the story. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, McDonald for Seattle. I really like that. I like that hiring a lot. Obviously, you know, they lost in the AFC Championship game, but I mean, they shut out the Chiefs in the second half. I think they played well enough, and I think they've been a great defense all year. So, yeah, that'll be good. How do you prepare for streams? Oh, my prep? I just watch a lot of football. I have the rosters up in case, like, because there'll be, like, random numbers that, like, well, I said, like, Kendrick Bourne or something during the 49ers game. I was like, who the heck was that? Because I forgot who 84 was. But yeah, no, it's just repetition and just watching the game so much and being involved in the game because it's such a 24-hour thing of like, oh, okay, you just learn as people come in and blah, blah, blah. How's Fan of the Year going to be incorporated in Coach? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I went to Macy's today. They didn't have anything. But yeah, Dan Quinn, yeah, unless he winds up going to Washington. But I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just voting again. That's it. Out of the 4 pro leagues, excluding NBA and MLB, which one would I stream? Probably NHL or NBA. I did a Bucks game once. It's just difficult to change the score so frequently. But NBA was fun. NHL, I would totally stream though. I would. Hey, Glennis, thank you for giving 10 memberships. Appreciate you. So yeah, no, it's all right. Ravens will be fine. Everyone's trying to poach their defensive coordinators, but it's fine. It's fine. Frank, thanks for gifting membership. Oh, is it 4 hours away? Okay, so it's 4 hours away. So my barber may have lied a little bit. It's okay. That's fine. Hey, everything weather. I appreciate you. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to it. Next week's gonna be really cool. I'm glad I'm going. You know, I still would have liked to give. I'm not gonna lie. If the Lions wound up going, oh man, I would really push the limits of those terms of service because I'd really be trying to give that to a Lions fan. So they didn't, but we're gonna go. And I think, you know what, now, and I put this on Twitter and I threw this on YouTube too because I realized this yesterday. That like 4 years ago for that Head and Shoulders thing, like I forgot that was 49ers Chiefs. And for me to go and it's 49ers Chiefs now to the Super Bowl I was supposed to go to. I mean, it's great. 4 hours and 22 minutes. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit. That's going to be a little bit. But yeah, it really is full circle. And that's some like weird university things. But yeah, scriptwriters going crazy. They going crazy. Tyron, so I don't have my own booth. So the only way for Radio Row is I'd be on other people's show. That's what that would be. So, Frank, you should wear this suit from The Mask for Fan of the Year. Johnny and I, we wanted to do the Dumb and Dumber routine. We really did. Johnny got his suit. And, like, there's other suits I can go with. Like, I do have suits, obviously. But I would say I would like it to be green. I would like it to be, like, something Packers related. Even just, like, in part. That would be nice. But, again, could only do what you could do. And I'm doing the best I can with what I have to work with, which is not much. We don't have a lot to work with, but it's all right. We will make it work regardless. It'll be a grand old time. But I'm excited, though. Next week is going to be a lot of freaking fun. Like, a lot of fun. But, yep. I appreciate you all being here, though. I do. Oh, no, I have a bunch of Packers stuff. Like, I have a tie that I'm going to wind up wearing, like a pocket square. Yeah, no, I have a couple different things, little accent pieces I'm going to be utilizing. So, yeah, I'll be able to get that stuff in time. It's just, I got to hope that this suit comes through. And in worst case scenario, I wind up getting it tailored. I'm going to try to go find a local place nearby, but we'll see. Again, doing the best we can with what we got to work with. So, hey, Frank, thanks for gifting another 5 memberships. Thank you. Watching the first 5 episodes of Coach made me feel so emotional. Lots of tragedy packed in there. HBO Who now? Oh! That's it. Wait, Mr. JT, are you talking about you just watched the first 5? Oh boy. If you think Coach season 1 is a roller coaster, just you wait. Nah, that's your watch. That's yours. So Lenny with the red suit. There's actually a maroon suit that I saw, and I was like, wow, Wildflower would crush in that. Listen. Oh, he said seasons. Got it. Yeah, it's damn. Yeah, we can talk about the lore. Also, vitamins have been consumed, so like we are rocking all 5 seasons in like 3 days. I remember that. Yes, Mr. JT. I remember that because you said like you sped run through them. Oh yeah. Oh no, so ZJ, I was gonna go see a movie yesterday, and then I forgot I had a meeting with YouTube, so I couldn't go. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So there was not a green tweed suit. Yes, tweed. That finale. Okay, bro. So 5:25 in the morning that we premiered that thing. First of all, I'm pretty sure that's the latest I've ever premiered anything. Even the, well, I guess on the East Coast, maybe that episode of 30 and 30 was a little bit later. But hey, Sports Gurus, how we doing? How we rocking and rolling? But yeah, I went to the P.O. Box. I went today. They were like, oh, were your ears ringing? So yeah, I had some packages. I'll open them up on Q&A on Friday. But yeah, I would love to see Godzilla on the big screen. Yeah, no, I have not seen a movie in, it's been a while. It's been a while! Grand Canyon West is 2 hours and 25 minutes away. All right, what about that one? Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Oh, yeah, Bears fans are tearing themselves apart. Absolutely. Yes, Krista, it will be shown. Yeah, apparently the winner, there's like a video package and stuff, and then whoever gets the award, like whoever wins, gets to present an award. That's what they've done the past couple years. Like they had the Seahawks fan of the year who wound up winning last year, presented the comeback player of the year. And then the year before that, I think it was the Falcons fan who won, and they presented coach of the year. I think that's when Vrabel won. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Oh, there you go, Joe. You gotta wake up early. That's it. Canales, I think, is gonna be fine. I think, again, you know, he's worked with some QBs in the past, and what he did with Baker and Geno, I think he's a good guy to bring in. Frank, thanks for the membership. I appreciate you. Thank you, and thank you. Thoughts on Lillard returning to Portland today? I'm a Blazers fan. Today is gonna be bittersweet. I mean, I'll be very honest with you. I like the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not in Milwaukee Bucks mode. I'm really happy that he's on the team, but I'm sure it'll be a little emotional for him. I'm sure it's wicked cold. Well, that's our new wicked defensive coordinator. It's wicked. But I have no idea who this is. I don't. I legit don't. He says 1 year's Ohio State, we have one of the best defenses I've seen. They were electric. That's exciting. Yeah, but I don't know who that is. So, all right, well, we'll figure it out. I'll wind up doing a video or a short on it or something like that at some point. I thought I was done, but it's all right. Gotta keep on working. Yeah, Richard, I'm curious to see what they do. Drew McIntyre going full heel is amazing, especially what happened with Punk, which just sucks, man. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Road to Mania is always the best. It is always the best. Oh, brought Chase Young and Okuda into the league. Okay. The ending was incredible. Yeah, we can talk about the lore a little bit. Longest saga episode ever. The last saga episode. I'm curious of where it like ranks for people, because I feel like these past few episodes have been up there for like best saga episodes like ever. So Tom takes a vacation. Not yet. Top 3. Okay. Top 3, S tier, top 5. All right. I mean, like, legitimately, and I'm so sorry, Ravens fans. I'm so sorry, Lions fans. But, bro, ending that and everybody goes, and then the Ravens and the Lions lose. I'm just saying. Did that end perfectly, or did it not? I think it did. Or Grandpa Eugene. You know what's actually really funny? And I've noticed this, because after the East Saga was so beloved. It really is. And it still is, right? I think a lot of folks still consider it one of the best, if not the best saga. But when the West came out, it was such a different vibe from the East, because first of all, for me, it was like, oh man, like how am I going to match the East? Because the East was like, everybody loved the East. Like we had thousands of people in here rooting for the Jets to win so Springsteen would wake up. Like it was crazy. And I think a lot of that had to do with like pandemic times too, and a lot of people were home, so it was a lot more engaging and interactive. I think that was one of the reasons. But for the North, we'll get there, but the West was a problem, because I was like, damn, it's not going to be as popular. Like there's a lot of expectations to live up to. And I think at the beginning, it was kind of just like trying to find the groove. And then by the end, I finished it, and people like unanimously were like, oh yeah, the East was better. Like the West was good. It just wasn't the East. And I was like, damn, okay, well, yeah, all right, I'll try to do better. And over the years, like the amount of people who have been like, oh, the West is my favorite, or like the West is one of my favorite sagas, is like some of the best characters, some of the best moments, like all this stuff. And it just feels like the West has aged incredibly well. I'm very happy about that, because I was the person, yeah, exactly, Kung Fu. Try harder, basement funny man. But the saga I knew was going to be the least watched, because it was the third year of it. It was the least watched because like the divisions were not going to be good that year, regardless of what we did. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to just make the characters really great. And I was really happy with the characters, and you'll see more of them in Coach Season 6. But the North, man, like I tell the mods, like all that, the North, before I started that thing, and I had Coach, and then what was it, like that days later, the North wound up premiering. I said I was going to make the best saga like I ever did. Like ever did. It was going to be the best saga I've ever done. And I like to think like the North from a writing perspective, yeah. Some of the acting was fantastic, but I think just like the storylines and the layers, because like there was always callbacks within seasons, but like the amount of setup that went into this and the fact that like there really wasn't a wasted scene. I don't know. Like I'm super duper proud of it. And I think I think it has the best ending. I think it's the best ending out of any saga, and it's not particularly close. Like it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. I wouldn't say necessarily they're using the Attitude era, but I think there's some more influences there with WWE right now. I would say. I agree with that, Gee. I agree. My swashbuckler rogue in D&D over Captain Finn Oakley. That's amazing. That's amazing. The South, so that's the thing with the South. There's just a ton of potential that's going to happen with those characters. So you really haven't missed out on a ton. It's more of those characters just have a lot more to do when it comes to the overall story. Like they are going to have a major impact on the overall story. So yeah, it's definitely better than the Skywalker saga. I would say that. I would definitely say that. Yeah, Commanders could hire Belichick. I don't know if they'll go that route, but they definitely could. They could. Everything I did the West already. So yeah, no, that's already done. Yeah, no, it's done. It's done. Is the reason why Joe and Mac weren't in the mirror flashbacks, or is there just not enough room for them? I thought Joe was in there. So, fun fact, Johnny Barks actually created that final scene for me, because I did the zoom-ins. I was like, hey, man, like, this is what I want to do. Can you just give me, like, a really smooth zoom-in? And it just wound up working out. It was really good. He did a great job on that. Oh, you meant Danny. Oh, I think, yeah, then that was probably just an error. And quite honestly, after working 20 and a half hours, I just probably didn't notice, to be honest. That's on me. That's on me. Yeah. So, yeah, there's no, like, lore reason behind it. It was probably just, he came in later in the season. So, yeah, Stern, that's what we're trying to figure out, too. That's what we're trying to... Hey, Universal, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, Gio, that's hard. Yeah. Explaining Coach is difficult. Explaining Coach is very, very, very difficult. So, yeah, Packers got their DC. Yeah, I'll have to look into it and kind of do a short video on that shortly. But, yeah, I mean, that was definitely not a name that was even brought up. And that's why I kind of was just waiting and was like, all right, we'll just figure out who it's going to be. But, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, why did Anger target Desire? Was it to bring him on the team or to kill him? It's kind of talked about earlier, but Desire is one of the main reasons why Anger was eventually kicked out. And also Anger wants Desire for something. So, a little bit of both. Little bit of both. Emotional drama with extra steps. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, that last season of Coach is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Do I have loose plans to do something like the Saga's Coach after this wraps up? I don't know right this second. Like, I just want to get it done. I want to get it done. So, gonna draw Ambition back into the crawl space. I think the thing that I'm really the most excited about... Oh, no, Anger got Desire. You're gonna see... So what I'm really excited... I can just tell you right now. What you're gonna see in the first episode of Coach for season 6 is what was going on while the bubble was happening. So you're going to see, like, after the finale, how things play out, because it's Anger and Lamy in the same house, do all that, what happens, like, with the bubble popping, and like what Anger does when he gets to the North House, all that stuff. You're going to see it from a different perspective. So yeah, no, it was always going to be like that too. So funky, Tom. I believe I've had the Gato for over a year now. In fact, it's on my lap right now. Leads me to think I've done an okay job. That's it, Funky. That's it. That's it. Raising the Gato. But yeah, was Lamy with Anger. So there's a few things that I originally had in the script for the North finale. And there was gonna be a scene with Lamy. There was gonna be a couple little scenes. And they either just didn't make sense or it kind of ruined the flow, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I loved that ending. I think it flows really, really well. I think it wrapped itself up really, really well. The one scene I don't wish I did it, but the scene that I'm the closest to throwing in is there was going to be a line that was said between Steve and Blood Demon about Otto. Basically asking if Otto was going to be at the beach. And the answer is yes. So we'll see. We'll see. All-Star cast. I don't know if there's a world where that exists, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know, we gotta get through it first. But McAfee Radio Row. Oh, that's on McAfee. You know, I'm sure McAfee has no problem interviewing people. Yeah, no. Currently, I'm only on for like one show, and it's not McAfee. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, just how to actually understand football. I feel like I've watched for years and still can't recognize plays or calls. Yeah, that's a great question. It depends on how deep you want to go into football, right? Like, how do you actually want to know football? So, for example, hey, Frank, thanks for gifting a membership. I appreciate you. Brett Coleman's a great YouTube creator, and he kind of gets down into the X's and O's. So, for example, he just put out a video today about the Packers-Cowboys game, and he breaks down like all 22 footage. On top of that, I think the QB school does a nice job of teaching X's and O's, so you could kind of recognize like what play calls are looking like. And again, at the same time, to only a certain degree, because you'll never know the playbook, and it might just be, you know, let's just say they're running a deep post, right? There may be a variation on that doesn't make it legitimately a deep, you know what I mean? Like there's so many variations within plays that it's almost impossible to know without having the playbook, but you can get around the same idea, if that makes sense. Martin, never really got into Saga or Coach. Where would be the best to start? Hey, I'm so glad you asked, Martin. And Jenny, thank you very much for gifting a membership. Coach Season 1, Coach Season 2, then East Saga, Coach Season 3, West Saga, Coach Season 4, South Saga, Coach Season 5, North Saga, and then eventually there'll be Coach Season 6. That'll be it. Howie, Jeff is good at OSU. You should like him. Year he was there, they only lost a heartbreaker in the playoffs to Clemson. Ooh, yeah, I'm excited to dig into him because he's just a guy that I don't know a lot about. So it's just going to be about waiting and seeing what the heck he's going to do. But yeah, I'm going to look into and yeah, I'll see if I can find anything. All right, so this is he's talking about Halfley scheme. Okay, yeah, no, I'll take a look at all that stuff. I'm excited to dig into it because again, I just don't know. When's Brandon gonna watch Coach? That's a Brandon Perna. That's a Brandon Perna question. You know, Allison, Tom, count on you to get me through the offseason because next season is going to be a real Royal Rumble between the Lions and Packers. You ready? Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be the NFC North is gonna be so much fun. It really is, and especially with the Lions, like there's gonna be legit competition between the Lions and Packers for that division title too. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Tyrone, that's a Scooter question. That's a Scooter question too. Alpha, I will be away, so I'm not going to be able to do the Daytona 500 stream. So, not going to be able to do that. Yeah, Zia, I appreciate it. Yeah, so thank you for sending those over. Those were cool. Those were definitely cool. So, yeah, no, it's going to be fun, though. It is definitely going to be fun. So, yeah, Jack, I hope it's good. I mean, I just don't know anything about him. So, yeah, no, Seattle hiring McDonald is good. It's good. He's a good defensive coordinator. I think he'll fit in well with Seattle. You know, they got some studs over there. So I think they'll be just fine. Will the Saga North and Coach North confrontation episode 1 a coach, or were you gonna make us wait? No, that's gonna be there. But it's really gonna just be a continuation of the coach finale, and then getting into like the coach season 5 finale, and then merging with the North finale, similar to how episode 2 is episode 2 season 4, that was the Prince. When they're on the beach, and you kind of have that time jump to get them caught up to where the West ended, where Captain Finn Oakley's walking on the beach. So, yeah. We rousing, baby. We rousing. So, we rocking. Oh, there was also something, like, really, really cool. Alpha, I just don't know what the hell the Jets are doing. And I'm just like, that's it. They won't fire him, though, because of Rodgers. I mean, that's the answer. So, as long as they win a Super Bowl, that's all they care about. All they care about. If they don't win a Super Bowl, or they don't go far in the playoffs next year, then you're going to start to see heads roll. That's when it's going to be a problem. But if they're able to make it to the big dance or something like that next year, this will all be in the past and no one will care about it. But it's going to make for a very interesting offseason, and one where things aren't going to go well. I mean, you have a head coach basically threatening to take away cell phones of people because of Zach Wilson expressing hesitation about coming back to the team after being benched. It's not a great look. Like, it's not the best. Sorry, Moosey. Well, you didn't come down the first time. Whining at the door. I watch a little bit of March Madness, but not a ton. Not a ton. So, yeah, season 4 is good. Was Blood Demon's last deal with Vince to free the family from the succession dynamic? He gave him his family back. Optimism level are very high. Very high. It'll be tougher because they're going to take Jordan Love seriously and stuff, and they're going to have more tape on him, but I think they can only go from up. It like here, they can just go up because defense should be better, and we get to add people with the draft. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, yep. Well, Guy, I wanted to make sure I filmed that scene there on the beach when I did, too, because I could have filmed it earlier. Because, again, like, I knew how this season was going to end. Like, it was always going to end this way. And there's even a line in the script that's in the episode in which, I think it was Steve, or is it Vince, who says, like, was it always going to end this way? And, like, that's just, yeah. It was always going to end this way. So, and I think that come on, Sinclair. Nope. Sinclair, you coming down? Sinclair, come on. At the door. What are we doing out here? Come on, puppy. Anyway, come here. So, like, I didn't know how we were always going to get there. I knew definitely some story points that I wanted and, like, what direction I wanted to go in. But, yeah, it was always going to end with them on the beach. Like, that I was going to kill off every character on there. And then I think my favorite aspect of this season was you wanted to come down for 3 seconds, and now you're going to go back upstairs, and now you're going to bark. Yep, there it is. Oh, my God. Just borking. Anyway, my favorite thing was during that episode where the Blood Demon actually appears and basically tells them, like, you're all gonna die. And when that happens, watching the dynamic from both houses be crazy. And what I mean by that is, like, do that complete and total shift in which there's, like, kind of this weight that's added onto the AFC North house, and that because, like, the loss of Tim and all that stuff, and then Otto, obviously. But then there's also, like, that weight that is lifted off of the NFC North house, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, Universal, Mummy, or Transformers? Oh, Mummy. Transformers is fun, but Mummy's a great ride. Great ride. What if Jordan Love takes a step back in 2024? Definitely could happen. I like their chances to not. I think they're going to get better, but it could definitely happen. So, yep. Can the characters be conniving on the beach? Like, could Lewis and Otto team up to cause crap? Yeah, I mean, you already saw that. I mean, that's what the Bills Mafia is doing. The Bills Mafia literally, like, is where memory is and is causing all sorts of problems, and that's going to play a big role in the final season as well. So, yeah, no, absolutely, they could be up to stuff. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of characters again. You're going to see a lot of them. So, a recommendation of breed of dog to get. Most playful? Well, it depends. I mean, they need to be in an environment that, one, like if they have a lot of energy, you can support a lot of energies. Personally, like I've always loved labs, like Labrador retrievers, I think are amazing dogs. They have those like fun personalities too, but they're just like also great dogs. So never had an issue. Never had an issue. So yeah, and Lewis is doing his own thing too. So a little redemption there. Oh, I don't know when season 6 is. It's this summer. That's all I know. I'll be done before September. Yeah, I'll definitely be done before September. But yeah, it's gonna be this summer. I need to completely and totally unwind and disconnect for a bit, and then I can start thinking about it again. But definitely gotta do that. But yeah, we'll see. So you don't worry. You have some time for Coach season 6. You got some months. Yeah, 30 and 30 killed everything last year. It was great. It was the greatest experience I've ever done. But yeah, it delayed everything. So Master of the Air. Yeah, I heard that it was a pretty solid, like it was getting some good reviews already. Yeah, no, I'm interested. I'll watch it at some point. It's just not on the list right this second. So I hope they give me next season's script. It'd be really great. I can get it caught up on so much work. It'd be so nice. So nice. But yeah, Joe, so it seemed like there's another deadline, which I'm going to check out. But yeah, I just ran out of time. There was none. There was none to be had whatsoever. So, oh yeah, interaction between the North characters and their counterparts on the beach. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, no, it's the game. It's the honors. There's a bunch of stuff I'm doing with a bunch of people. Like St. Jude, I'm doing some stuff with them. Radio Row on Wednesday, which will be fun. So, yeah, no, I'm really excited. Is Vince the father of the other 3 North characters? I don't know. I do know. But it has not been revealed. Or has it? So, we'll see. But, yeah. All of Us Strangers? Oh, I heard that was pretty solid. I've heard of that before. Hey, it's Johnny Barks here. Hey. Oh, yeah, St. Jude completely understood. No, like they are so behind me winning Fan of the Year. They're like, we really just want you to win it. And I was like, that's amazing. They said originally they were going to have me like stand up at the dinner and be honored and stuff. But now I'm kind of just mentioned in the CEO speech, which is still amazing. But I felt so bad. So that's why I'm also flying in a day earlier, which will be really great because then I get to like spend more time with the St. Jude folks. And since I'm not going to be going to the dinner on Thursday, that'll be good. That will be good. Oh, I'm sorry, Salt. I'm sorry. Yep. No, Johnny already got his suit. He got it. Got the pocket square and everything. He's rocking and rolling. So, yeah. Bolivar looked like the North was just all brothers bickering and fighting. It's interesting. Interesting. So, yeah. Yep. That's it. Wow, the old man's finally relaxing. Good. I'm glad you got that piece of evidence. That is a piece of evidence. That was very intentional. Very intentional. Reaction characters are similar but different from the Saga characters. Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, Wildflower is Wildflower. Wildflower is Wildflower. Primogeniture, baby. That's it. But yeah, no, that's, the reaction characters, Wildflower is the same. So, and there's a reason for that. And I meant to say that before. That is, this is a big statement. The thing in the story that I'm probably the most excited for, besides like the main coach story, is Wildflower. Wildflower's character arc, in my opinion, is perfect. I think it's already been a really good character arc. I think that there's definitely been like, and that because it really just went over from the East and then completely reframed him in the West in a very different light. But yeah, by the end, Wildflower has a big role to play. So, yep. You'll see. Season 2 of the sagas, there'd be something different. It's just not going to exist how it does now. Like, this is going to be the end of the story. That doesn't mean the characters are going to go away or anything like that. And like, I wanted to do some spin-off stuff, but yeah, in the way that they're done now, it would just be different. That doesn't mean that lore is going away or anything like that. It's just I personally, like, I'll be very honest, like, it was a rough year in terms of just getting that done every week. It was pretty significant, and not to be boohoo. It's just that took so much time, so much energy and effort, and it stopped me from doing other things as well. That it was a rough one, but I spent the time that it was needed on it, and I think it came out the way I wanted. So there's only one thing I screwed up. I told this to the mods. I screwed up one scene in the north, and I'm still annoyed about it. The plushie was gonna, like, the KGM was gonna come into play, and I made sure for like every episode to take him out of frame. But one time when I was the blood demon, I have a shot where he's standing in front of the PC and then disappears, and I freaking forgot to take KGM down, and so because of that I couldn't. It didn't matter. It ultimately doesn't matter. It's just gonna be something a little different, because at the end of the day, it was all about this anyway. All about that anyway. So, hey, appreciate you, Jenny. Thank you, and thank you. But yeah, will we see every character, or there are characters we will never see again? It is the current plan, but it is subject to change that you will see almost, if not every character again in season 6. So, yeah. Sal characters, they have a pretty significant role. They do. There won't be any new characters in season 6. Well, not new in the traditional sense. 500. No, I appreciate that. The Packers Tux. I'm trying right now. But yeah. Yep. That's a lot of characters. I have no idea how many episodes. I don't know how long it'll be. I don't know when it's coming out. I am going to take my time. As I've said, it is not going to be weekly. It's not going to be, I'm doing this every Saturday. If that winds up happening, great. But I am not promising that. I am just going to release it when it's done. Episode by episode. I will give you enough notice, but it's going to be episode by episode, and I just need to get it done. So, exactly, Den. I want to take all the time on this. Like, all the time. So, it's the last ride. Right? It's literally the final season of a 6-year story that I've had in my brain for a long, long time. And like, this is me finally just being, it's all done. It's all out. And if I don't have to do it on a deadline or within a time frame, it's gonna be even better. Like, I did not want to, trust me, I did not want to release the finale at 5:25 in the morning on Sunday. I really didn't. And then stream 2 games and do 2 more videos. That wasn't my preference. But that was the time that was needed to get it done. So I did it. That's it. Because it would just be a disservice and I would be disappointed. Like Coach Season 5, not being able to do like 2 more episodes because of 30 and 30. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Because I can either include stuff in the North Saga or I could just, pick it up in Coach Season 6 and I can just make the time there. After Coach Season 6, I got no more time. It's all done. So, yeah, Ambika, it legit, like, I would not be surprised if you see an episode hit an hour. If I actually have time, like, if I'm given even 2 weeks an episode where I actually just sit down and, while I'm still putting out content 5 days a week, if I get like 2 weeks per episode, yeah, it's going to get crazy. Oh, yeah, we're going to break records for length. Absolutely. For longest episode. Oh, yeah, that's easy. That's super duper easy. So, yeah, no. I mean, that goes, here's what I'm saying. Grandpa Cardinal. I think, and I could be wrong and I could be misreading this. I think the story that I've told, the amount of effort I've put into it, I think I've gained enough trust with the audience that I'm not going to screw this up. Like, I'm doing this crap in the middle of my busiest month / season. Like, I ain't messing this up. Like, I am going to give it the time like it deserves. It's not going to be like, oh, it just ends, or like, oh, that was disappointing. Like, I'm telling the story that I want to tell, and I'm not cutting corners. I'm not doing this. Like, nah, we gonna go for it. We gonna go for it. Let's go, Kaylee. How we doing? But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, Luke, I mean, it would just be a really long video. Like, you're talking like a day long, right? Or longer, because Coach Season 6. So, yeah. I don't know about that. Because Coach is tough. Coach is tough putting in there because the sagas give Coach extra context. I think it could work, but yeah. Yeah. We can get an official runtime. LQ's going to get the official runtime. Oh, really? You Albany? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You pretty made the last season of Game of Thrones, Coach Season 6. I don't know why they didn't just hand it over to the writers and, just let people who cared about it do it. Oh, man, that sucks. That sucks. We're a looking weekend. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, South Super Cup, that's easy, though. I'll do that in the off season. That's fine. All I need for that is time. I just need time to go remove all the subscribe endings, and then yeah, that's really it. Because I don't remember. Did I leave? Somehow Gavin returned. Did I leave the title cards in the supercuts? It's been a bit. It's been a while since I did a supercut. Did I leave the title cards in there? Or Dean, I take them out? Okay. I take them out? All right, that's easy. That's easy. Hey, let's go. Get those edibles. Okay. All right, I can take them out. That's fine. It's just a little extra work. Yeah, so I could put it in. That's fine. I'll take those out. It's just my computer then needs, like 5 hours to render. So that just takes a little bit longer. But that's it. I thought I might have kept him in for the East, though. I thought I did. Because I was showing oh, this is the next week. But it's all right. I'll take him out. I'll take him out. Supercuts of the supercuts. Corey, yeah. I mean, college coach has a little bit of pro experience. I just need to do a deeper dive in it. But he kind of got hired shortly before I went live. So I haven't had a chance to really dive into it. So, not yet. Not yet. The North is the longest saga runtime-wise. Ooh. Actually, is it the West? I don't know. Kaylee, Godspeed. Godspeed. Well, then again, the last few episodes of the North were, super long. There were some beefy episodes. Yeah, because freaking week 17 is 30 minutes, then it's 21:14, 21:37, and then 30 minutes again. There's a 12-minute, a 15, a 20 before that, a 14, a 12, 10. Yeah, there's some longer. 11:45, week 4. Yeah, I mean, the first... Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, the first 2 NFC North ones were over 10 minutes. And then 4 was as well. Damn. Yeah, the NFC North one, they had a lot of screen time in the beginning. A lot. West is 5 hours. Yeah, that one's long. That was long. So, yeah, exactly. Why am I being tired? Why am I being tired? Never. Ever. Never. Math. Not even once. Charles said, well, I'm the oldest, so the line goes on. He says to Lionel and Randall. LQ, that is correct. There is no good way to add time. Hey, from Ohio, what's going on? Right, top of the list. I think so. It's up there. It is up there. It's the longest. I just watched it in one day. It was good, though. It was definitely a good series. I really enjoyed it. And I'm really happy, damn, that was such a great way to end the saga, too. But you thought I was joking, but I'm going to fill your hotel room with Head and Shoulders. Thanks, Johnny. That's why I'm bringing you on the trip. Why I am bringing you on the trip. So, Yeah. No, Colin, I think McDonald's going to be great. I think he's going to be fine. Defensive-minded guy, obviously. But, yeah, no, I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. But, yeah, I am very excited. Johnny, we were telling him before how excited we are for Vegas next week. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, Tom has dandruff. No. I used to have dandruff in high school. And then I didn't anymore. That was a story. That was a story. Yeah, I haven't had dandruff in a while. I just have to worry about my hair going away. That's all. That's all. So, Daniel, do I gamble? Very little. You know, like it's usually like $5 or $10 or something like that. I say bet with, not over. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like the Super Bowl every year, I like throw like $50 on something with my friends. The underdog stuff, like yeah, it was like $5, $10. That's it. Because that's what it should be. It should be used for fun. That's all. That's all. Are we going to the strips, like Vegas Strip? Or are you talking about other things? The other things is no. It's just, on. Didn't I told the gotcha story on the last one too, right? On the last Q&A, not the strip clubs. Then yes, Ishi, maybe the strips. I can tell you right? Because I told you the gotcha story. Right, this is for member. This is what you're paying the $4.99 extra for. I can tell you the one time, it was the only time that I have ever gone to a strip club, and it was in college. It was one time I did not want to go. It was not for me. Like, it wasn't even my thing. But there was one time I went, and I was just like, nope, I'm good. Story time with Tom Grossi, baby. So, it is my sophomore year of college, right? I don't remember when his birthday was. I'm 99% sure I was in a relationship, so she knew ahead of time. So basically, what wound up happening is I was in a suite. I moved from my freshman dorm. I was still in the same dorm, and I literally moved to the room that was like down the hall, right? It was kind of like over, Johnny does have better strip club stories. This is very true. Basically, it was like down the hall. So I was with my roommate for my first year, for my freshman year. Then there was 2 sophomores who were next to me, and then because I was in the middle suite, and then like on the left room there was 2 seniors, and one of those seniors was Max, and you've met Max. He's the Patriot fan, etc. So Max is Max, right? And him in college was Max turned up to Max. So it is his roommate and best friend in the world, his friend's birthday, Kevy, right? And Kevy is just like this tall, lanky dude who kind of nerdy, and I mean, we were all nerds at that point, but like kind of nerdy, like went for engineering, kind of just like wanted to get a good job, like get a girlfriend, get a wife, like very Cam Ferris Bueller vibes, if you know what I mean. But Max, who's the total opposite of that, they were roommates, they were best friends, what have you. So, oh yeah, engineering nerd. Other story real quick. Because he was an engineer, he built a bar that could support a keg out of Connects. And so like we would smuggle in a keg, totally above age. We would smuggle in a keg, and literally like he had it like tapped it the whole 9 yards out of Connects, which is basically like adult Legos back in the day. Yeah, like the KINEX, I think that's how it's spelled, like the old school ones, right? So yeah, because of course, engineering. So anyway, it is Kevy's birthday. Okay? And there's one other guy who has a car, but I know that he's going to drink. And I was like, I can bite the bullet. Like, I won't drink. It's fine. I'll make sure everybody's good. It's not my birthday. I'll be the person that drives. That's fine. So we all load up into my 99 Honda Accord. We are going to go drive to Poughkeepsie, which is a good like 30-ish minutes away. We're going to drive to Halftime, which is this huge convenience store that is all about beer. And you could buy individual bottles. You can make your own 6-pack. It's like everywhere, right? So I remember this vividly because Max suggested I get this beer. And it was a blueberry beer. And I was like, oh, like blueberries are pretty good. And I like beer. So, okay, this will be good. Spoilers, it's awful. But we'll get there. So we get all this stuff. There's free samples and stuff. So everybody's drinking and I'm rocking because I've never seen this much beer before. This is amazing. And again, I'm above age, so there's no problem buying things. So anyway, we get all this beer. We're rocking and rolling. So then we're driving back. And now again, to be very clear, I'm driving because it's my car. It's my 99 Honda Accord. Max is to the right of me in the passenger seat. And we got Kevy in the back, my roommate, and then another guy named Lewis who's also in the back. So there's 3 guys shoved in the back seat of not the biggest of cars. Max in the passenger, I'm driving. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to drive back. We'll party it up. They are probably going to go to the bar. It's going to be great. So we're driving back. And Max turns to me because on the road, like maybe 10 minutes away from the school, there is a strip club called Blue Moon. Okay? Everybody knew about it. Everybody joked about it of like, probably don't want to go there. What have you. Never been inside. And again, I'm also in a relationship at this point too. So we're driving down and Max goes, like the entire night, he's basically saying like, I got a surprise for you. Like not me, for Kevy. He's like, I got a surprise for you. I got a surprise for you. I got a surprise for you. And I'm like, oh, maybe he bought him like a nice gift. Maybe, I don't know. He's going to be a little less Max. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. So he keeps on saying this and we're driving. And by we, I mean me. And we're getting close to Blue Moon and I'm just like going straight. So I'm like, all right, I'm driving back to school. And Max turns to me and goes, turn in here. I go, what? He goes, turn in here. It's Kevy's surprise. And I just go, oh no. And he's like, do it. And I was like, okay. It's like, cause I'm like, this is just things couple bros do. So I turn in. It was a left turn too. So I had to wait for traffic and everything. Everyone could see me going in. So I go in and I park it and I go, all right, I'll just wait out here because why would I? Like I have it like, and just to be very upfront, I just have no interest. People want to dance, that's cool. People want to support that, that's cool. I got no, it's just not my vibe. I've never heard anything good about it. It's just weird. I'm in a relationship. I'm like, why am I going to give you money to dance on me? That seems a little bit weird. Like I can go dance with somebody in the club, at the bar. Like it's just a little weird. It's just not my vibe. There's no judgment on anybody who enjoys or participates. It's just not my thing, right? So Max goes, no, you're not. I'm super open to it. It's cool. But I'm just like, I don't gotta do it. It's not something I'm like, man, on my bucket list as Jack Nicholson with Morgan Freeman in that movie, I need to check it off that I need to go have somebody pretend to be interested in me so I throw money at them. It's just not on my bingo card. I don't need it. So they're like, no, you're coming in. And I was like, okay. So I need to also make sure that everybody's good because they have been drinking at this point, right? I did donate to charity, yes. That's a good joke. So they have been drinking at this point, so like I need to make sure they're fine, all this stuff. So we walk in. And now I want to explain something to you all. Growing up, and I've talked about this on stream before, I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh! I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! So much so that every single Saturday at Toys R Us, I would go to these tournaments. I would trade cards, I would duel people, what have you, with literally my best friend in the world. And we would do that, right? Loved Yu-Gi-Oh! On top of that, I would go to game shops often. You know, if they had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, I would go there to buy cards, and they might have Magic tournaments going on, all that. And the reason I tell you this is because if you legitimately like play, and this is back in the 90s, right, like 2000s, if you played and you went to like local events and stuff like that, if you have walked in, and I'm not generalizing, if you have walked into some of those establishments, if there are a lot of people in there, there is a certain odor that is there. Because not everybody is hygienic. And I taught middle school, I know. So, why did I just go on that tangent? Well, when I walked into this strip club, nostalgia hit me in the face. Because quite honestly, the smell that it was closest to was like I was back at Toys R Us on a Saturday playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. And that was just the environment I was in. And I go, okay, it's fine. So, again, not really interested. I walk in. I now have a subtle desire to play Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason. And the first thing I see, the first thing I see is me paying a cover. And I don't want to be there. And I'm just like, it was like 10 or 20 bucks or something. And for a college kid, I was like, this is a lot of money. Whatever. The first thing I see is right in front of you, when you get past the little hallway and like the bouncer, is a salad bar. And again, I have never been in this establishment before. So the first question that I asked was to my more experienced friends, do they usually have salad bars in strip clubs? And to be honest with you, I don't know what answer would have been worse. If the answer was, oh, this is normal, that activities occur, maybe you want a salad. Or if they said no, meaning that the Blue Moon, 10 minutes away from SUNY New Paltz, in a place that smells like an old Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament gathering, has for some reason a salad bar. So there again is not a great answer to this. And I don't even remember what the answer is. I think it was no, which doesn't make me feel better. So at this point, I just go, I cannot wait to leave. Already, because I've walked in Yu-Gi-Oh! Salad bar. And I haven't even seen anything yet. So we walk in. Ray once delivered a pizza at a strip club. First person I saw on stage was a frat president's wife who was also a teacher. Hey, make your money. All love. Make that money. So, we get out of the little hallway. Again, they really, I want to emphasize this. They really put that salad bar front and center. Like this was their attraction. That brought people in. They're like, hey, we got a salad bar. And I don't think it was free. But it was there. They were proud of it. They were. So I go through this little hallway and I turn left and it's a couple stages. It's not very large. It might have been one stage. I think at maximum it's two. There's chairs. There's like one of the booths, but there's no table or anything, just like lining the back, just like the seat cushions that are there, and like a couple tables. It's really not that large, right? Cabaret, yeah, Rebel, that sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right. It's literally in New Paltz. You could find it. I don't know if it's changed over the years. I have no idea. When I was there was a salad bar and Yu-Gi-Oh! And strippers. So I'm sitting here going, okay, I have already texted my girlfriend. I'm just like, hey, listen, I'm here, not happy about it. Nothing's going to happen. Not happy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Salad bar. So I just go and sit all the way in the back because not only, as we already established, this is not really my thing, I don't have money. I was a broke college kid. I've told this story on stream before about how the Packers stock sale went on sale right after they won the Super Bowl. And it was $250. And that is drilled into my brain because I could not afford it. And I was I was being a student full time. I had 2 jobs as well. I could not afford $250. Good to go to that, right? Hold on. LQ also did math. So I'm sitting in the way, way back. Okay. Kevy, whose birthday it is, he is also not thrilled to be there. Similar to me, it's not his vibe. Second of all, he is with his girlfriend, not like with like at that time, but like he's dating a girl that he has been with forever. And he's like, I don't want her to get mad because she would get mad. She would get upset, which I get it. So, he's not very happy. But Max is like, this is what I'm doing to my friends. Welcome to Stage Truck Magician Girl. That's amazing. He's like, I'm being a good friend and I am giving money to these people to dance up on my friend. Right? So, I'm sitting in the back being like, I'm not there. Yeah, Kevin and her are married. Yes. So at one point, Max calls me over. And I was like, oh, are we ready to go? Like, we good? And he's like, no, sit down. And I was like, yeah, I was sitting back there. And he's like, no, sit down. And I was like, I don't think I want to. And he goes, no, just sit down. I was like, okay. So I sat down. And he gives money to this random lady who literally appeared like out of nowhere. I don't know if magic was part of the act, but it's legitimately like he went like this and someone just went yoink and that was money, by the way. I know the environment we're in. I know that sound effect and that movement could indicate it was something else. That was the taking of money. I want to be very clear. Takes money and then just sits, like not facing me because I don't know. I don't know the ed. I have no idea. And it's just like sitting there and it's like, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not like playing this up for a joke. Is literally just like bobbing side by side, just like, that's it. I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is the most uncomfortable experience I've ever been in my life. Like, this is the worst thing. It is bad. This is bad. And Max is like, here's more money. And she's like, okay. And she's like, what do you want? And I was like, to leave. And anyway, that did not go on very long because I was like, this is just not it. Kevy starts to get angry because he is not enjoying himself. The time that I'm having, it's a million times worse for Kevy, right? I should also say at this point, Max really hated Kevy's girlfriend. I probably should have mentioned that earlier in the story, that he hates her, like despises her. So that may connect a few dots. So anyway, Kevy's not thrilled, right? So eventually we get in the car, back into my Honda Accord, and we smell like we just came out of a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. But the thing is, at the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, I never grinded with the person I was playing with. So when we got into my 99 Honda Accord, everybody smelled like they were grinding with a Yu-Gi-Oh player that I was associated with back in the day. And this is in my car. We drove back with the windows all the way down. And it was winter and it was cold. and I put a child lock on, and that was non-negotiable. So as we're driving home in the freezing cold, and I refuse to put those windows up, Kevy is upset. Very upset. And Max, probably a little drunk, cannot fathom why. So we get back at this point. I immediately take off my clothes, put them in a plastic bag, jump in the shower, and I am scrubbing. I get out of the shower. I go, okay, I'm going to take my clothes down to the laundry. I'm going to do my laundry right now. Do my laundry. I go back upstairs. I go, why do I still smell it? So I literally do this. That's why. I shower again. It took a day and a half for that to come off, and I showered at least 6 times. Okay? Didn't cry. No crying. No crying. A lot of scrubbing. And so, while this is going on, and I'm scrubbing, and I'm just trying to get clean, and I'm just trying to move on with my night, and I'm like, this will be a fun night at least. Kevy and Max are fighting, like, to the max. They are screaming at one another. Kevy is not happy. Max is drunk and can't understand why. And it is the most, like, I thought I was just trying to do something nice for you. And he's like, well, I didn't want it. And it is just this drunk, loud fight. And I am in the shower scrubbing my skin. The loofah's gonna get thrown out. At one point, I still have my blueberry beer in the fridge. And I'm like, you know what, man? I can't wait. Because when this is all done, I get to drink it. And so, what winds up happening, Kevy leaves. He goes to stay with his girlfriend. Max goes to the stairwell. He's very upset. I go and comfort him, and I'm like, it's all right, dude. Like, you just kind of misread the scene. What have you. Kind of like trying to be, let's calm it down a little bit, right? I forget where Max goes after that. But it's the end of the night. It's been a very long, long day. And I go, at least I got a beer. Okay. Because the one lie I did tell you is I was underage. It was true. And so I didn't drink a lot of beer. And the beer I had to drink was not good. It was like, super cheap beer. If you ever went to college or drank underage, you know. So this was fancy beer. This was, this beer cost money. Like, this wasn't, I'm paying less than $1 per bottle. This is good beer. And so I opened my fridge because remember, this beer was also recommended by Max. I cracked one open and I took a swig of it, and it was a large swig because I was like, oh boy. And it tasted like absolute dog shit. It was disgusting. Max had said that it was like a blueberry muffin. It was like a blueberry muffin farted in your mouth. It was the most disgusting, horrible beer that I have ever had, ever. And it probably led to my hatred of muffins even more so. And you know what? I get it. How much did I hate it? I go, maybe it wasn't that bad. And I took another sip and I go, nope. And even after the entire day / evening that I had, I wound up going, I don't like this beer. And sure enough, guess who shows up and is back? It's Max. I go, dude, that beer you recommended is disgusting. He goes, oh, all right, I'll take it. Takes the 5 other beers, goes into his room, closes the door. He cracks one open. And that was the first time I ever went to a strip club. So that is the first and only time, and I didn't even get beer. I didn't even get beer. So, yeah. All right, LQ, what's the math? What is the math? But yeah, it was a time. It was. Rebecca was worse, a Blu-ray beer or Papa's expired champagne. The expired champagne, it literally was battery acid. That was really bad. That was like, I think if I swallow this, I might die. It was very, very bad. I didn't know. There was no salad that was consumed. Nay. North Saga is the longest at 5 hours and 47 minutes. Interesting. 5 hours 46. All right, there you go. There you go. All right. So it's a little bit longer. Damn. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Oh, no. Life Until Love. My father brought over champagne for one of the, what was it, the 100K stream? Yeah. I was like, oh, that's really nice of him. He brought over champagne. It, like, expired in, like, the 90s. And he was like, don't drink it. And I was like, what? And then I drank it. So, yeah. That was something. All right, what's the entire GCU runtime? Yep. Yeah, no, it was in there for a very long time. Yeah, no, it was like batter. It was disgusting. It wasn't stored properly. I kid you not, 30 hours. 30 hours? Wow. So it's over a day. Damn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Justin, currently no plan. Currently no plan right now. But yeah, the new 30 and 30. LQ, good luck studying. I have to go. We've been over an hour, but I have to go because I need to go do research on this defensive coordinator now record a video. So we gonna rock. But folks, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thanks for coming to part 2 of the January. Yeah, listen, while on vitamins, gotta do what we gotta do. But we rocking. I appreciate you all. We'll do this in February, but see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go.